Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, waffled on in the building. How are we doing, people? Hope you're all well today. It's a humid Sunday. It's about 23 degrees out there at the moment. It's pretty warm, pretty muggy today. So I'm in a bit of a mood today. I'm in a bit of a mood. But before I start going into my little rant, I'm going to bring in one of my guys that's in the group chat. And do you know what? He's probably the more humble side to me than myself. Big up to man like Gary in the building. How you doing, my bro?
Doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm all right, but just like a parent, I've got concerns. I've got concerns about, Arsenal, and we're going to get into it anyway. We're going to get into it. But how's your day going, man? How's your day going?
Going good. It's going good. It's going good. I actually was on a chat in another group chatting about this thing. So I said, "Oh, you're talking about it. Yeah, I'll give my say on it. I've got my thoughts. I don't know. My thoughts aren't. They are not. People don't agree with the way I think anyway. So that's good. That's good. It's called healthy discussion on how we feel about this. So we'll see. I might surprise you, or you might be like, yeah, I agree. So we'll see.
Mm.
So we
Big up
shall.
to the chat as well, everyone in the
Yes,
chat.
everybody in chat.
Sorry we're late today, man. I really wanted to start at 6 today, but things happened, and so we're just going to try and see if we can cram in everything today. Let's just do a few hellos. Big up to Mr. Batter in the building. He said, "You guys watching the international games? I tried and gave up. Way too slow, man." Yeah, I've watched a few international games. The worst one has been the England one, but the Italy game was decent. I watched Turkey versus Georgia the other day. We'll be watching Turkey versus Spain after this show as well. Some of them been all right. The England game was absolutely it's horrible. I'm not even watching another England qualifier. I think they got Serbia next week, but I don't think I'll be watching it anyway. But yeah, big up to Mr. Batter and big up to AFC. Always. Big up to you. You don't need no introduction. You just know that Arteta will rush back Saliba and Saka for the Man City game. We're going to get into all of that. Don't worry about it. Gary, big up, man. Sound like a pilot. Exactly. Man in the building. Arteta will ruin certain Arsenal players' World Cup dreams next summer. Gary, the dog not called win. And big up to SB in the building. Big up what we need every time, man. But anyway, let's get into the show anyway, because I don't know how people view me in terms of the community or outside of the community. And sometimes you think to yourself, well, do I really care anyway? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's all opinions. Some of it's facts, but I have an opinion, you have an opinion, we debate it. It's not about me being right and you being wrong and being right. It's about opinions and how we understand each other in terms of our discussions, arguments, conversations, etc. Yes, a bit of it's entertainment as well, but also we've got the audience that we need to talk to and relate to as well. So, starting with my opinion today, yeah, and I saw this. Let me just share this. Here we go. Share this quickly. Okay. So in the Carlia, he reported this on Twitter or X today. Reports break in France that William Saliba is out for 3 to 4 weeks after sustaining an injury against Liverpool. So I saw some other news from their quip earlier, talking about the same thing about he might be out for 3-4 weeks. Let me just bring in the big dog. Welcome BBK in the building. How you doing, my bro?
Good, bro. Can you hear me good? Or this a mic
Yeah, we
check?
can hear you loud and clear, man. Loud and clear, loud and clear. I need to sort
Big
out
up to G Money. Big up to you,
big
bro.
up
Big
to
up to
G
the
Money,
chat.
man.
Glad to be here.
Big up to you every time. But anyway, I was just showing Gary about the Saliba injury and him being out for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my take on the situation now. Yeah. So Saliba being out for 3 to 4 weeks is a problem for me. And the reason why I see it as a problem, because I don't know if anyone's seen my streams earlier. Latvia, where are you, mate? Latvian should be in this stream as well. I don't know where he's hiding. And then 8 o'clock, he's going to be saying, Gents, you coming on? This is the stream you should be on, my bro, because this is where everyone hangs out. This is the hangout for all of us in the group chat. You should be here right now. But anyway, let me say my bit, and then you lot can come in afterwards. So, my concern about the Saliba injury is that, one, the best partnership in the Premier League, yeah, is not going to be playing together over the next 5 games. We have 5 games in 15 days. Now, I know what probably some of you will say is that we've got Mosquera to come in, but we've only seen Mosquera in 1 game. Yes, he played well against Liverpool, but can we see Mosquera playing like so many games over this period? I know it's only 5 games, but they're 5 tough games, and you have to put. I suppose Athletic Bilbao, we can get away with it, and Port Vale. So just say, for example, 3 games that we have to play. My concern about Saliba being out is, one, did we have to risk him against Liverpool? Now, I know that players say they're okay and all that kind of stuff and all that, but at some point, we need to put our foot down, because we have experience, we have history of players being injured and saying they're okay, and then look what happens. Maybe this could have been avoided and he could have been playing after the break against Nottingham Forest. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physio. But I'm just trying to use some logic here. My problem with this injury with Saliba is he always seems to be out in key parts of the season. Now, you lot might think, well, it's only the 3rd game, and we're playing against Forest, and Atletico, and it's not Atletico, Athletic Club, Bilbao, and then he should be for that. My concern is that once he comes back, yeah, he may not fully be fit, and we're already running. I wouldn't say on the fumes, but we already got players out already. Saka, Morgard, Havertz, who's the other guys as well? Jesus, obviously, forget about Jesus. There's about 5-6 players out or injured already. We've got Mosquera's cover. You could play Calafiori, I suppose, as a centre back as well. Cappy can play there as well. So we do have some kind of cover, but my concern is the partnership. Because I don't think Mosquera is going to play every single game. So does that mean Gabriel has to play every single game because he marshals it at the back? I don't know. But anyway, I just want you guys to chime in if I've missed anything, and just get across your opinion on the whole situation. So Gary, you was here first, so you can go first. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, well, my understanding of the situation, and maybe that's why it might be a little different, is that he did get a knock in warm-ups, and they did evaluate him, and then they did they asked the medical staff and the player said they were good to go. For me, ultimately it's up to the manager whether or not he plays, and that's kind of where I think I'm maybe different than others. I think Arteta at some point is going to have to get a feel of the entire situation and then make a decision. And I feel like in the past he's gone with other people's decisions. Yes, the player. Yes, the medical staff, and went with it. And I felt like a lot of times it hasn't worked out the way he's planned. So for me, at some point, he's gonna have to go. Yes, I have all this information, but guess what? Maybe I don't feel no. Maybe I don't feel this is a game we're gonna risk him. Turns out he was gonna be he was injured. I like to think those 5 minutes didn't create the injury. I think it was already there. You know what I mean? So I think maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not out for 3 to 4 weeks. Maybe he's out for 1 to 3. Right? So we don't know. But my thinking is at some point, Arteta's going to have to make a decision. He's not going to make a decision any of us like. He hasn't made decisions all of us have liked. So I feel like you know what, he should be the man to make that decision. And if he agrees with the medical staff and the player and he went with it, he took the risk. That's him. But I kind of felt like the same person who doesn't take risks when it comes to attacks probably would have maybe erred on the side of, you know what, this doesn't seem right. Player gets injured right before the game. Mentally, physically, is he going to be good to go? What do how do I feel about that? And he'll make that decision. He'll stick by that decision. Nobody's going to like whatever he does. If he pulled him and he's healthy, everybody would say, what did you do that? If he plays him and he gets injured, supposedly, like some of us think, he doesn't look good. But it's on him anyway, so he should make that decision and then be able to stand behind it. So, hopefully that's what happened. But yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about the situation. I think it's up to Arteta, and he's the one that let him play, and he's going to have to deal with that. We're not going to get all the information. We're not going to know if the medical staff said yes, the players said yes, but it's ultimately up to the manager whether or not he plays. So that's why he gets a lot of the smoke and the fire, right? I kind of feel at some point he shouldn't care what we think, anyways.
Mhm.
Most managers, the best managers, don't care what we think because we have no clue what's going on in there unless somebody tells us. So that's how I think about it. That's my little spiel. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks. We need to have depth anyway, so now we get to test it and see what we got. Got to hopefully that White is back and Timber doesn't have a relapse, right? So we shall see. That's my take. I don't know if I went on too long, but there you go.
Go on, BBK, man. I'm just talking food here with Latvian, man.
Oh yeah.
Big up.
The Ben White injury actually concerns me more than the Saliba one. Because the Saliba injury, like we know what it is. Okay, you roll your ankle. It happens. It's football. And I've rolled my ankle many, many times. So it happens. The Ben White injury listed as physical discomfort. That means that it's ambiguous. That could be anything, right? Like if you go to the doctor and be like, we know there's something wrong with you, but we don't know what it is. That's actually scary that, okay, this is what's wrong with you and we can fix it, or this is the course of action that we're going to take. It's just been listed as physical discomfort. I'm going to put on my super toxic positivity hat right now and look at it through a different lens, right? With the injury, yeah, Ben White, physical discomfort. Like, what is that? He's tired. That one, that's alarming to me. We know, okay, Kyle, you got an injury. Cool, knee. But when it's physical discomfort, there's some ambiguity around that makes me worry that we won't see the 2023 version of Benjamin White. But respect to Saliba. In the 2023-2024 season, he played every single Premier League game. Every single one, 38. He played 51 games.
Played every single game.
In the 2023-2024 season, yeah, the one we took the title down to the last day, played every single game. 50 games in all comps. That's just for club. Then he played over 60 games for club and country. The following year, he played 51 games in all comps. Over 60 games for club and country. So if he rolled his ankle, I'm like, okay, it's an ankle injury. It's not a muscular injury due to him being overplayed. But I think he was running close to the red line anyway.
Sorry. Okay, question. Didn't he get injured in the 22-23 season when we went to Anfield? Wasn't he injured?
Nah, he went the 2022-2023 season when he got injured when we had to use Rob Holding. That was the first failed title charge. The 2023-2024 season, he played 50 games.
Okay.
Every single Premier League game he played. So he was running the red line. He was cutting close to one of those muscular injuries due to overload. So if he rolled his ankle, freak accident, cool, I get it. Of course, I'm annoyed that Arteta took a risk with him and didn't, take a risk to try to win the damn game. That's another conversation still. But When you said earlier that we're not going to play Mascara every single game, I disagree with that. He must. He has to cover. And the only silver lining in this now, okay, it's a warning sign. You're getting injuries, but you're getting them early. Now, if these guys get injury in September and we weather this storm and they're fully fit for the run-in, because the manager looks, okay, I'm getting too many injuries. I really need to reassess how many minutes I give these guys and how we conduct practice and how we train. And if you can start managing the injuries now and they're fully fit, because I will accept the injuries in September if March, April, May, they're fully fit. And I think Mascara, what he's shown us so far has been good. But yeah, I am worried about it, but not to the point where I think the season's going to fall off. I don't even want to see him until after the next international break. Let him rest, right? Because if he re-injures that ankle, then it's a problem. But manage the injury, let him get back fully fit, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not as worried about the Saliba injury as I am about the Benjamin White one.
I hear it.
Yeah,
we might as well shut the show and then go home now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just saying. No, I hear what both of you are saying. I hear that, but I kind of like look at it as this. All it takes is Mascara to have one bad game, and everyone's just gonna be on him. Like
that would happen. Because
everybody's gonna have a bad day.
Yeah, he's an Arsenal player, and it happens. Like players have bad games, and he's an Arsenal player, so we have to prepare ourselves for that.
No,
now, what I do think
is Tehran is not that. Come on,
what's that?
Every player has bad days. It's not just because he's got.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's gonna get amplified because he's an Arsenal player. You know this, Gary. You know it.
Take it out of your comment. Every player has a bad day, even the best of them. Salah,
he's gonna have
right. He had a bad day against us, right?
Yeah, but when if Ruben Diaz has a bad game, no one cares, isn't it?
No, yes, but everybody cares about Arsenal. That's the
difference. Right, and that's what I'm saying. It will be amplified because he's an Arsenal player.
Like they shouldn't though. They shouldn't. Why do they care about him so much?
Because it sells.
Because it sells. It sells. Yes, it makes money
for
people, right?
But one more point is that if we get another injury to our defense, maybe, not just maybe, okay, your defense is a little weaker now. Maybe that will force Arteta to go attack teams because now you can't just defend. You have to go outscore teams. So let's go play some football and win the game 4-2. Right, because you can't sit back and bring pressure onto you because you're down to your third or your fourth choice center back. So okay, so let's rise. Rise.
Can't we play like three at the back, or is that asking too much?
I don't think he would. He's moved away from that for 4 years now, 5 years now. Oddly, since he won the FA Cup, he hasn't done the three at the back thing.
You lot are concerning me, because I'm very concerned about one of our best players being injured. Gabriel, I don't know if he's back to full fitness.
I think he is.
You think he is, yeah?
Yeah, if Gabriel looks calm, he was all over Mo Salah. Mo Salah got 3 points on FPL. Everybody was mad. They thought Mo Salah was going to run ragged against us.
I hear it. I'm just, I don't know. You guys ain't concerned because we've got loads of defenders.
No, I'm concerned, but the thing is, he rolled his ankle because it happens, isn't it? Like he ankle roll for a defender. And the fact that he thought he could give it a go. Let's be, okay, maybe it's not as serious as he thought because he could put pressure on it. If he felt like he could put pressure on it, that's why he played. But the fact that we know what the injury is and he can treat it, I'm not as worried as I am now. If this was in the title run and in March and then he's gonna miss a month, then I'm full blown panicked. But I think we have enough to sit him for a month. And this was part of the plan, to build the depth. So kudos to Bertha for bringing in a center back from another league. And from what I'm hearing from rivals, man, that damn Hinkapai is just got a lot of bite in him. So one goes out, one comes in, and we can fight. But it's an ankle injury. It happens. I'm just glad it's not a muscular injury that's gonna keep him out, for an extended period of time, beyond an extended period of time.
So, what was I going to say next? So, okay, the next 5 games we've got Forest, Athletic, Man City, Port Vale, and Newcastle. Now, when Saliba back for Man City, one of the toughest games, well, another tough game of the season. Will you be back for them? You reckon?
Nah, I don't think he plays
Yeah,
in
this
this
is
month.
September. This is all in September, isn't it? All these games are in September.
Yeah, I don't think he plays in September at all. Then we'll be rushing him back by then. I think we can beat Man City without Saliba.
One thing Arteta has shown is that he can overcome injuries defensively. He can't overcome injuries offensively with their attack. That's the one thing he's shown. The talent ID of the defensive players that he's brought in have been able to come in and step in and do a job. That's what we've seen, right? Everybody saw Kiwior. Oh no, right? Gabriel's out. What are we going to do? Kiwior stepped in. We would look fine, right? I think that's the one thing that I'll say about the way that we are set up defensively. We seem to always have an answer when we have to deal with these injuries or suspensions and whatnot. So I expect the same thing again. Like you said, Hincapie and Mascara are players that everybody said, you look at their body of work, they're either going to be there soon, ready to be, a first team player wherever they go, or they're there now and they're just going to bide their time. So for me, when it comes to defense, I'm not too concerned most of the time because we've done really good over the years as to, make sure we've got the answers when questions arise. So, yeah. Once again, we're going to have to do that. And, City might be the biggest challenge we've got in the next 3 months or the next 2 months, really and truly, outside of City and Atletico Madrid, we don't really have too many big games that,
Newcastle is a big game.
No, Newcastle is a big game for our attack, not for our defense. Newcastle's attack doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
They lost the guy that used to cause us problems. I'm sorry. With all the respects to Elanga and Wissa, they're not Isaac.
Yeah, and we're talking defense, and for me, I don't see them as maybe a player.
Our problem at St. James's Park is that we don't score or we don't get shots on target. That's not the attack's fault. We've gone to Newcastle over the past couple of years, and the defense has actually played well. It's we can't score there. Now we have a striker and we have Eze. The onus is on the attack.
The famous last words of BBK when we concede 3 at St. James's. I'm so happy, that you guys have got so much confidence in our defense, because I really don't.
The same way we have confidence in that Bird is going to do a good job based on his body of work. Guess what? We have the same confidence in our defense based on the body of work. We've had to deal with a lot, right? For me, the last 4 years, the only issue has been, can we put the ball in the net? We've struggled to get in the top 4 because we couldn't put the ball in the net. We've struggled to win the league because we couldn't put the ball in the net, right? I mean, against PSG, guess what? We couldn't win that first game because why? Because we couldn't put the ball in the net. Not our defense didn't get much affected in that first game right at home. So for me, if we can't lean on, we got to lean on our strength right now, and our strength right now is our defense. If you can't lean on that, then you're missing something, I believe. We keep saying we got the best tandem in the back. We keep saying we got the best tandem in the with our center backs. We got a Zubimendi in front of them that looks solid. We've got fullbacks that can answer the call. We got different ways to play with those fullbacks, and we got a goalkeeper that can stand on his head when needed. What more? What more do we need? You know what I mean? What more do you need to be confident that at least defensively we got answers?
The thing is, if our defense completely falls apart because Saliba is missing, how good is it? How good is it if one? Because Gabriel went out last year, and one would argue that Gabriel has emerged as our best center back, and he went out last year, and we had enough to get past Real Madrid. So if Saliba goes out and it completely falls apart, then maybe it's not as good as we thought it was. I think it is, because you've heard me many, many times. There is not a right back in this league I'm taking over Timber. Not one. I don't really gloat Arsenal players like that. I think that boy is a beast. He loves defending.
Okay.
When did you know, Tehran, that Timber looked like it might be? Yeah, that's an answer on our defensive side wherever he plays. Or was it really just the right back and that's it? Because I know he came as a center back, but when I saw him, I'll tell you this: when I first saw him, I said, "Yeah, we got an answer on our back line." That's what I thought.
It was actually preseason. The preseason, the year
He
when he got hurt
injury,
the
right?
first game of the season against Forest. Like that would have been our defense going forward. He would have been at left back. Ben White would have been at right back. But when he got hurt, I was so gutted, man.
We don't agree on much, but we agree on that one. All right.
Yeah, I see it, man. He is. When the rivals messaged me privately, rivals started messaging me privately. I'd be like, "Who is this guy?" That's I knew like, yeah, this guy is he is it, man.
If you can find a Timber, you got to tell me you can find somebody on the attacking side equally talented. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
we find him on the back line. Can you get it on the front line too? We always seem to have questions, and usually we get the answer immediately, right?
Yeah.
Immediately we get answers. We saw Eze come in, and immediately we saw something we hadn't seen, right? Take a man on, go down the the goal line there, byline there, and we're like, yes, that's what we need, some of that. So like I said, I feel like sometimes you see it immediately. You don't need to wait for a couple of games. Either they got it or they don't.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. And I realize, let's just hope that Saliba didn't cause himself further injury, because then that would have been the most expensive 3 minutes in football that he has played. But I think we can survive a month without Willie, because we have Gabrielle wearing an armband. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay, because that's the thing. Like, Man City will give us a big challenge. But I'm sorry, and with all the respect to Jordy Dredd and D-Man and all them, man, that Newcastle's attack doesn't scare me. It's our attack that goes impotent when we go to St. James's Park. If we go to St. James's Park and score, we win. It's the attack. It's the attack that's dead. We went to Liverpool. We score. I think we win the game. It's not our defense. It's our attack that's shit. So. We see them.
Hey, look, you just like me, man. You just like me. Even though you say I'm a waffle, you call me G Money because you like see you're like G Money. I'm on the run, G. That's you.
No, man, it's the thing. I'm the toxic positivity guy who's yet to the toxic negative guy that's yet to predict the Arsenal loss this season. I went to Anfield with chest. And it was the tax. It was the Arteta tax that caused us 3 points. It wasn't the energy in the fan base saying, "Oh, we're going there with inferiority complex." I think the team is good, Gary. This is why I'm angry every day. I think the team is really, really good. If the team was shit, I would have no reason to be going at the manager. I'd be like, okay, we're shit. Because Manchester United fans, they know their team is shit, so they don't really give it much. But our team is good to win, so I'm gonna hold them to that standard. Cooking Spain. Turkey and Spain. All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game. But anyway,
hopefully the boys come back healthy, because I saw Nani played a full 90 yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And Skelly played a full 90.
Yes.
I think as well. Yeah, Decker scored. Now, big up to Thomas Tuchel. Decker scored 62 minutes. Yeah. Off you go. I was so thrilled with that. Off you go. Who else played? We had someone else play for England.
Rice,
Eze.
Eze played. He wasn't great still, but
he wasn't great, was he?
He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. But he got some. He got some minutes.
Do you have any concerns about Eze? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Do you have any concerns about Eze like playing for us? Because
not based on
he didn't look his normal self playing for England, but maybe I'm looking into things a bit too much. But
does England look good playing under Tuchel?
Playing in the 10, he didn't look comfortable playing in the 10 yesterday. I don't think he did.
Yeah, he didn't look good. But I don't have any concerns based on his talent, because I have a 5-year body of work to know what this young man can do. I do have concerns about how he would be employed in our system, but the talent is there, and at some point during the game, the talent will arise regardless of the system. He gets the ball at his feet in space. Trust that he will do the right thing. More often than not, Eze makes the right. And that's what a good footballer does, isn't it? Like you don't have a footballer who makes the perfect play every time. But if every 10 times you get the ball, you do the right things 8 of the time, then it's gone. But if you're only making the right decision 2 of the times out of 10, like Martinelli does, then it becomes problematic. But I don't have any concerns of Eze moving forward. I think Moreno played a full 90 for Spain the other day. Zubi played 60 minutes. and got replaced by Rodri. I just need the boys to come back fully healthy, no more injuries.
Let me ask you guys a question, because you said that you don't have any concerns about our defense, yes, our attack, yeah. So okay, we know that Timber can't play. Well, he can play a full 90, but he's not going to play all the 5 games, or not play. I say 90 minutes across all the games. Obviously, Port Vale, he probably won't play, but you guys are expecting Mosquera to play every single game, because he might have to go to the right. He might have to play on the right sometimes. Maybe who goes into, because now we've only got left-footed centre backs now, so we're going to be playing with 2 left-footed centre backs, maybe Calafiori and Gabriel. Maybe Nkapie as well, who hasn't played a game for Arsenal yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why you guys don't have concerns, because some of these guys will be making their debuts in big games.
Yeah, they're trained for this. This is what they're made for, isn't it?
Have you not watched Arteta he's brought in his defenders in big games. Do you remember Kyrgios's first game? Where was that? The same place we just played. He came in late in that game.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he came in late in that game at Anfield, right? We were up 2-1. He came in late in that game, and I believe of course, Zinchenko was playing left back, and guess what Arteta had to do? He brought in Kyrgios. All right. So I feel like he's got so much confidence and trust in his defense when he brings those players in. My thing is he just needs to make that change sooner than later sometimes. So Kyrgios' first game was at Anfield. We drew that game 2-2, and we had a lead in it. So it wasn't his fault that, but I just felt like we've seen this time and time again. We bring in our defenders. It don't matter. Usually it's about the situation. It isn't about where we are playing, who we are playing. It's a matter of like, I need somebody else to come in. All right, there you go. Mosquera, it's your turn to shine. I think he was ready to go anyways, right? Didn't take long for him to get on that pitch, right? I think starting that game, and Mosquera, like, you need to be ready yesterday, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he was. He came in ready to play, and we didn't really miss a beat there. I mean, he's going to have bad days, but I think in that one he played up for the occasion. So yeah, no,
So you guys then. So when it comes to Saliba going to Real Madrid, then we're kind of equipped, aren't we, now? Because you guys seem calm.
Yeah, because if he doesn't sign, we have to sell him. We can't do the Trent thing. We have to sell him. I'm on record as saying if he does not resign, we have to. Is
Mosquera the new toy now? Yeah.
Of course, I'd love for Willie to stay. I don't want to lose one of the world's best center backs, but we can't play that game where we lose one of the best center backs in the world for free, because there will be a void there. We need some money. And the thing with the 2 left-footed center backs, if that's the case, you go do it. I don't know where this new age, these talk left-footed, right-footed, bro. I just saw Bastoni and Calafiori in a center back partnership for Italy.
True, good point.
And Bastoni is one of the best out there. I don't know. This is a Pep thing. I don't know where this shit came from, bro. We saw Van Dijk and Matip, hold one of the best defenses in the Premier League during their run. They're both right-footed. I don't know where this shit came from about left-sided center back, right? Bro, Sol Campbell was right-footed, and he had a right-footer next to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where this. Come on, they need to kill that noise, man. Like, a good center back's a good center back. You know what I'm saying? So if it has to be Nkapie and Gabriel, do it. Because I tell you what, when I used to play ball, man, I don't know what it is about left-footed footballers. They used to give me hell,
Oh man, it's the way they run.
Yeah, the fucking lefties always give me problems, man. Someone with a right foot, I kick the shit out of them. But them damn left-footed, man, they just have. There's something about left-footed footballers.
The way they move and everything, man. The way they move and everything. So, in terms of Forest, do they host any type of threat to us? Because I'm very concerned about Forest. I don't know about you guys, but I don't trust in Mosquera as much as you guys do. I know he's come in and he's done a good job against Liverpool. Okay, that's the benchmark, but do you know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I think every team brings different challenges, isn't it? And I've just not seen enough of him to be rating him as someone that's gonna be, the best cover for the moment. And then again, you're changing you're changing like the defense. Like Mosquera might play center, then he might play right. Then you have to bring in maybe Calafiori, and then it's just changing all the time. Our defense is going to be changing quite a bit. But as you said, you guys trust the defense. So I don't think I'm not there yet. I'm not 100% there yet.
I mean, Forest coming to the Emirates, our defense shouldn't be of a great concern. We have Forest at home. Like, come on. You know, like if Arsenal Football Club at this stage in their project and Nottingham Forest are coming to the Emirates and shouldn't be any mention of our defense. It should be how many goals we're going to score. Because we know it's going to be 2 banks of 5.
Lacking Saliba, lacking Saka, you know, one of our best attackers. Madueke, not really lit up the place. Gyökeres, not really getting on the ball as much. Eze, he's just started for us. You know, we've still got to see him. Does he actually even start at the Emirates? There's so many questions I still have at the moment because we've not seen, you know, all the new players playing together as well. So I don't know. Maybe we go to the Emirates and maybe we smack them up, Forest and stuff. But you know, they've got some players as well.
Yeah, I hear it, and I see the comment from Latvian Goon in the chat about Everton at home. It was 0-0. It was about. That's what I'm saying. It's about our attack. That's not our defense. Everton being 0-0 at the Emirates, that has nothing to do with our defense. That's our attack failed. And I see the other comment saying about Haaland versus Mosquera. Is Gabriel going to take a nap? Is he not playing?
Yeah,
And
as many times as we've seen,
these man. Are we saying that Van Hickey and Lewis Dunk are better than our center backs? It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like whenever Arsenal is up against another team, it's this guy versus you. Remember Mbappe versus Kivior, and everyone was shitting their pants. Players play. Like we got to stop babying these players, man. They're put on the football pitch to go play football. They're professional athletes. Yeah, I seen Lewis Dunk and Van Hickey keep Haaland quiet. They won the game. So are we just Gabriel is gonna you have him? You've seen Gabriel handle Haaland. I'm not worried. No, it's our damn attack. It's the starting lineup comes out and Eze is on the bench. That's where our problems are. It's not in our defense.
But if you're saying it's our attack, then that means we're going to concede possession in our attack.
We just had
So we're just going to keep the ball and just
we had under 40% against Liverpool. How did they score?
No, it was even.
No, it was. I'm
looking
like
47.
Sorry,
53%
was so we had 47%, and you know, so we didn't win. We at one point it was pretty high. We did get it back to that close to 50%.
You know,
at some point it was under 40, or if not near 40 in that first part of the game.
But you know where the most possession is? Do you know where we have the most possession? It's where we start from playing out the back. A lot of the ball is played around the back. Pass back, keeper, pass, centre back, left back. That's where a lot of our possession is. You know, because we build attacks from the goalkeeper. Maybe I'm just talking about the Forest game, but you guys don't seem to be concerned about the other games. So you know what? I'm just going to dispute. Do we win all those games anyway? So you know what? Do we win all our next 5 games?
What part of the Forest game are you concerned about? What is concerning you about Forest?
Well, they've got a 20-goal striker, 18 to 20-goal striker in Chris Woods. I think he's a very good player. They've got a good I think wing back in Aina. Is it Aina? They've got Morgan Gibbs Richard. They've got I think Ndoi, whatever his name is. They've got McAteer. They've got a solid.
Oh, they lost to West Ham.
I don't see. The thing is, anyone could lose to West Ham on a bad day. Anyone could lose to West Ham.
Yeah, so we need to make him have a bad day at the Emirates. It's incumbent upon us to make him have a bad day, just like last year. 3-0 professional performance. Move on to the next game.
Yeah.
If we gotta sit here and worry about Forest, we might as well pack it up now.
No. But wait a second. So Mavropanos and Kilman for West Ham is why Chris Woods didn't show up. We got we got Gabriel by himself that could probably do as good a job as Mavropanos and Lipan. Right.
So, was you impressed in the way we played at Liverpool last week?
Offensively, no.
Okay.
Because one, we didn't have the resource. We didn't even have the right players on the pitch. Right. So that it's as it. I don't know. We're both saying the same thing. I'm just going to repeat what Tehran said. Our attack is the issue, not the defense. If you're concerned about our defense, then we got problems, right? If our defense is a concern,
I'm
and we
concerned
got
about
problems,
the team as a whole.
that is like when you say what's your strength, our strength is our defense, right? Right. Liverpool can live on the fact that guess what? They got Salah, and at any point he can just show up and give them what they need, right? They got that answer. They got that. That's a break glass emergency, relief there. We got the defense. So, like I said, if we figure out this attack, we'll be all right. All right.
There's a good question from AFC always here. It says, question to the panel. Do you believe there are not enough match winners in this team? I think you guys have touched on that already.
Yeah, there's not enough. We have one, but the manager left him on the bench at Anfield. We saw that guy win a match against in a final for his team. He won.
By the way, BBK, Gyökeres might miss a game, I think, because apparently he's got to go to court. Yeah, apparently he's got to testify in court for one game as well.
Man, he better testify by video.
What do you mean? They do that all the time. Man.
I saw something in the papers that he might miss a game. So
you better get on Skype. You better Skype that shit.
We don't need Skype no more.
You got Zoom. You got
whatever it is. Man. He better be in London. I tell you that. He better do that testimony and then run.
Here. This is what I'm saying. You guys think I'm here joking about teams, bro. Yeah, we are not fully at it, in my opinion, right now. And I know this game at Nottingham Forest might start something special.
Brother, it's not an easy game, but we're not okay. So we're not Premier League contenders then. If we can't beat Forest at home, pack the season up right now and burn it down, brother. This is not Man City. This is not Liverpool. This is not Nottingham Forest. With all the disrespect, I'm sorry, but I can't sit here and say I'm demanding How can we in one breath say I'm demanding a Premier League title, and then another breath, oh, Forest is coming to the Emirates, and we're
because of our attack, as you mentioned earlier.
So we know where the onus
is. Win games.
Yeah, so we know. That's what I'm saying.
Defense supposed to win titles, but
yeah, so we have the answers. We have the answers to the test. So
it's
now
it's the 5 games. I'm trying to reference the 5 games, not just Forest, yeah. Because remember, we're coming from the back of a loss, yeah. I'm not saying that the players won't be going in confident, but we're never really great after the international break. It's always that kind of hangover and slow start, and it's only when we get the first goal, yeah, that we actually start to cook. But we don't have Saka. We have Madueke, yeah. Madueke tries very hard, yeah. He's not a Saka though, yeah. Whoever we play on the left, Eze, I suppose he's the bonus, he's the cheat code that we have in our team, but he's not played a full 90 for us yet. Do you know what I'm saying? He has to get into the game. So I hear what you guys are saying, but the new players, yeah, they've not had the chance to gel into the team. And I think if Eze had started against Liverpool, maybe now I'll be a bit more confident. You know what I mean? Because now it's a second game. He understands, the team and everything. Maybe I'm overthinking. That's what I probably do a lot. I think
Eze is a footballer.
Yeah.
I think he's a footballer, and if he's a footballer, in my eyes, he don't need any time. Yes, he might remember. He's not going to remember.
But is the manager going to play him as we see him? That's the question. Is he going to play him as we see him? Is he going to let him do what he does, or is he just going to just?
I'll tell you what. I think a lot of us feel there's a lot more to Saka's game than what we see. But what he's doing is pretty good, right? And I feel the same way about Eze. Yes, Arteta might put the handcuffs on and kind of curtail him and put the blinders on and all that kind of stuff. But I think he's a good enough footballer that he'll make it work and we'll get something out of it. That's how I feel about that. So yes, Arteta's scheme might restrict him a little bit, but I think he's a good enough footballer that whatever Arteta thinks he can get out of a player like Eze, it will happen because he can do that. He's that good of a footballer that he can overcome any restrictions a coach puts on him and still perform. I think that's what happens, right? That's what I believe will happen because I think that's the kind of play we got. And when he does make that, when he does make that defender miss, and it's just him and the goalkeeper, I'm putting my money on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What
like I said, I think he can overcome all of those things we talk about because we've seen it with a lot of our players. All right. So
yeah. I'll be disappointed if we concede against Forest. That's how confident I am. I'm not hearing this. We should be worried about Forest. No, I'm not. I can't.
They've got two decent centre backs, that probably decent on set pieces as well.
Right. They score in a set piece. Okay, we go kill off the game 3-1. I'm not hearing anything other than 3 points. I'm sorry.
What about the Man City game? If you come
3
out
points.
unscathed,
3 points.
What about the Man City game?
3 points.
Yeah.
3 points elected.
And then Newcastle straight after. 3 points.
3 points.
Yeah.
3 points. He has everything that he needs.
I think we're drawing at least one of those games.
This is the season of no excuses. 3 points.
Yeah, I hear that, but I can't see us winning all 5 games, to be honest. If our attack is not as great as it is, we're definitely going to stink out a couple of draws in those games because I don't believe Newcastle are as bad just because they haven't got the striker. They've got that Watermay guy now.
But yeah, that's true. But they aren't
very impressive against Liverpool as well. If you saw them, their midfield still goes hard. But they were always going to get up for that game. They were always going to get up for that one. That was more than football. But they don't like us either, Newcastle don't like us either.
No, we went into a Liverpool game that I don't think anybody gave us a chance to win. Because they are the best team in the league, right? One of the best team in the world, right? Right?
We thought we were going to win.
Right. And they did anybody think they were going to score that way? They probably thought no. They probably Salah or Ekitike would shine for them, right? We shut them down, right? I don't think City is better than Liverpool, so if we can play Liverpool at Anfield the way we did, and we're telling you we're going to play at home in a similar situation, but this time hopefully Arteta learned and Eze starts, right?
Rodri's back here, Gary. Yeah, Rodri's.
Yeah, but Rodri is he back yet? Is he fully back?
Didn't he play last game? Didn't he play the last game?
Back? Is he back?
Yeah, he's back. He even played.
So he's the Eze. So he's the Ballon d'Or. He looks like a Ballon d'Or level player.
Not quite there yet, but
Rodri
is Rodri, isn't it? Like 80% Rodri is better than most CMs in the world.
I get it, but he's not all the way back, right? And maybe we catch him early enough in his recovery, right? Yeah. Same thing with City. We had a chance to do that. You know what? We let it slide. We let it slip with Liverpool in the sense that defensively they've given up 4 goals in 2 games, and we didn't even challenge them.
Yeah.
Right. Liverpool, if you're saying Rodri's back, is he fully back or not? We'll see, right? Yeah. We need to be able to put some pressure on him and see if he's fully back, right?
But this is what I'm saying. And this is why I was annoyed with the Liverpool result, because I don't think Liverpool is fully there. That's why I predicted the Liverpool that's going to turn up to the Emirates is not that. They're going to be better than that version we just saw. And here's the thing. You think the Liverpool fan base and the Liverpool faithful are worried about Man City? When City go to Anfield, they're saying 3 points. So if we're going to throw ourselves in a conversation for title contenders, 3 points.
I hear it.
We're pretenders. Contenders and pretenders. We have to make a statement. Are we contenders or we pretenders? I don't know any Liverpool fan that's scared of that City team coming to their ground. So why should we? Come on, Arsenal. Put on your big boy pants. And look at it, because if we're worried about Forest turning up to the Emirates and we're not getting 3 points.
But the thing is,
this poor version of Man City is better than Forest.
The thing is, Taron, I hear what you're saying, but also, when you look at Liverpool and you look at City in their winning title seasons, they look like teams that had consistency in their play, in the performance. Even City were so boring to watch, but they were a machine and they got the job done. Liverpool also as well. First half, they were usually blitzing teams. We've not actually shown that yet this season. Everything has been a slow start, predictable football, Same old, same old. So with you guys, come next Saturday, the 13th, and people just plug in now, yeah. Crawford versus Canelo, yeah. Make sure you get in. Just make sure you watch that. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. So by you man's thing, yeah, and I'm gonna message you guys when we start off slow on next Saturday, yeah, and we are just slow and we ain't doing nothing here. I'm gonna message both you man in the group. Do you know that? I want to say, actually, I want to say, I told you so. I told you so.
So you're gonna do that like in the first 5 minutes against Liverpool? When guess what? We
No,
lost
the first minute.
Basically, what you're saying is in Liverpool game, we're gonna lose to Saliba. You're gonna be texting us going, "I think the game's over," and then 80 minutes later, you're gonna go, "How did we lose this?"
If it's 80 minutes and it's 0-0, yeah, I'm texting both of you, man, yeah, and I'm saying, listen. It's not going to be 80 minutes and no goals. This is not seriously, yeah. This is I'm telling you, yeah. The next 5 games, and I'm very concerned about the next 5 games. Yes, I hear chess on BBK. I get it, and I get it from you, Gary. But this team has not given me the confidence yet. And obviously, with one of our best players out, 2 of our best players out right now, yeah. All it takes is another injury, say to a Rice. I'm not saying I'm not hoping it happens. A Rice, I don't know, an Eze, any one of those guys to get injured, yeah. And you know what? We're just looking like a basic team again. I'm sure we spoke about this BBK, yeah, in some of our warm-up chats as well. That's all it takes. So we've got a squad, but we're still like there's still that thin line with some of the players.
Eze starts, we'll win the game. It's as simple as that for me. If Eze is on the bench, then I have concerns. But then obviously Eze can put his own name on the team sheet. So if we start slow, we know where the blame is, or we know what the problem is. But Eze starts that match, we'll win the game.
Let me give you a scenario, yeah? Arteta, he's thinking, you know what? This guy's just played England game on Tuesday, yeah? We're not going to risk him to start on Saturday. We start with Martinelli again, but this time we'll have Odegaard in the team. Are you going to be concerned? Or not?
Yeah. Yeah,
I won't be
concerned. I won't be concerned. I'll be like, why are you starting Martinelli against 2 banks of 5? We know why he started Martinelli at Anfield. Because Martinelli didn't start against United and he didn't start against Leeds. That was Martinelli's first start. So Martinelli was on the pitch for one reason. So are we gonna defend against Forest? No. So I don't expect Martinelli to start at all. And if he starts Martinelli against Forest, then I don't even want to say his name. I think I've said enough on Arteta. Everyone in this chat know how I feels about Arteta. So when the lineup comes out and we see the team sheet, we will know what the result's gonna most likely be. Now, a worldly can happen. Like we seen Forest go to Anfield last year and beat Liverpool 1-0, right? It can happen. But that was a one-off because Liverpool went on to win the damn league. But I'm saying Liverpool didn't lose the game because they didn't try or because they had Mo Salah on the bench. They started their best players. So if we start our best players, we win the game. It's Forest. I'm sorry. And they can clip this and send it to Wolfie. Whatever.
And do you think we can rotate very well over the next 4 games? Because we've got Forest, then we've got Athletic, then we've got Man City, then we've got Newcastle. Is it Newcastle? Is it Port Vale then Newcastle, or Newcastle then Port Vale?
Yeah.
It's Man City versus Newcastle. So those, and remember, some of these games are 3 games apart. So Forest and the Champions League game are 3 games apart. Let me just on here. Hold on a second. I'll just bring it up so everyone can see. We're gonna hopefully I'm gonna end the stream soon because I've got to do more watch along. So this is the next 5 fixtures here. So Forest, then Athletic. I'm not too bothered about the Athletic game, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe I'm not overthinking Saliba's injury. Maybe I'm just like, I'm just concerned in it about the way we're performing. But do you know what? If we can get 7, I want 9 points, obviously, yeah. But I don't know if we're going to win all games. I think Newcastle's going to be a difficult game. I don't think it's going to be a very easy game. They always give us a little bit of trouble at St James's as well. So we will see in it. We will see. And it also depends on the team we roll out as well, because he will have to rotate at some point, you know, because any injury to any of our defense, then we're rotating anyway. So yeah, that's how I'm seeing it as well. But I don't know how you guys think, how you guys are thinking. BBK, what you got coming up, man?
Tomorrow, 4 o'clock. I got DJB coming on the channel. The legendary DJB. So big him up. I don't think I'll be on between now and then. You know, I had to, you know, sorry, I was late to the stream, man. I had some stuff going on. But so
does that mean that there's no more me now? Because once DJB like enters the arena now, I'm gonna get pushed to the side.
No, brother, I can't even believe that he's even making time. So you know, that's a busy man. You know, so he'll move on to bigger and better things.
From LG, Lee Gunner, and all them things. You're getting into the big time now, bro. I'm gonna have to like make appointments and everything with you.
There is no matter how many redirects, no matter how big the channel gets, there will be always room for the Waffle Don, especially on Fridays. No one can mess with me on Fridays. You know, Fridays they know it's me on the Waffle Don. I don't care who messages me; they know what it is. So yeah, it's Monday. I got DJB on the channel, and then it's my regular football digest show between 3 and 5 p.m. UK time. But yeah, man, big up to you, big up to the chat, big up to G Money as always.
Make sure you guys tune in to that BBK show with DJB tomorrow. It's gonna be popping people. Make sure you guys are there as well. Yeah, you know his name already. You know his channel. It'll be in the description. Most of you guys know it anyway, but it'll be in the description as well. Gary, what you got coming up, man? EWTT. What's going on?
Next show it will be tomorrow night. It's 12:30 a.m. in the UK for you guys, so it's a little late for you. But we'll be talking about, I guess, getting ready for the next game. Yeah, talking about Norton Forest. I guess we're gonna have to. Sounds like we're gonna have to be concerned that we might drop points to them.
listen. You lot think the Premier League's easy, bro? It's not easy.
No, I don't think it's easy. But at some point, come on. When we were playing leagues, you were thinking, you know what? They just came into the league. The last time we played a game against a team that just came into the league, we struggled. Is that what you were thinking? No, I mean, come on. We weren't. But no, we'll get ready for that game. I think Forest has been, they've lost 2 games already. They lost to that team. They've lost to Brighton. I think we're a better team than both of those teams. So we should be expecting to win that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be talking about that and then some, and hopefully these players will get, there'll be no more injury concerns, right? I think they might have 1 more game left before they come back. So we're going to have to, cross our fingers about that. But otherwise, yeah. We'll chat about that and move on. But yeah, the window's closed, and now we just got to play football with whatever we got.
Yeah.
I hear it. Yeah, me, I've got my watch along coming up now, straight after this game. Craziness. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up today. Big up to BBK and Gary as always. Big up to Battered, AFC Always, Gavin L, Box Guna, LFC Monsters, and every Latvian Guna, and everyone in the chat. Latvian, the pizza's on its way, my brother, yeah? So big up to TK as well. Yeah. Guys, if you like my watch-alongs, static as well, not bread as well. If you guys like my watch-alongs, come and join me. It should be a good game, Turkey and Spain. I seem to be doing the watch-alongs where there's goals at the moment, so I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying these watch-alongs, getting some good people coming into the chat and having good discussions. But listen, people, yeah, make sure you subscribe to these 2 legends here today, and we'll be back hopefully next Sunday. Next Sunday. I'm still waiting for Cape and Gunner Street, These men just go missing, They go missing, but they're probably watching this today.
Yeah, when we win, they'll be here. They'll be here when we win.
They'll
So,
be
yeah.
here. They'll be here. They'll be here. But big up to Southern Guna as well. Big up to Caps as well. He's
Big up,
probably gonna watch this.
TK.
But listen, I need you to do the outro, BBK, because it's sweet. So if you do the outro, we get out of here.
Yeah, man. Big up to every single one of you people, man. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.
Gone.